I don't know about you, but I absolutely love commemorating a vacation, whether it's here at Walt Disney World or honestly anywhere I go, with a souvenir. But with so many choices here at the Walt Disney World Resort, how do you pick something that's not only going to be a fun way to remember your amazing vacation, hopefully amazing vacation, but also something that's not going to be a splurge that just sits in a box? That's a great question, and it's exactly what we're talking about today. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Disney Springs, where today we're going to wander around and do a little bit of shopping for some souvenirs that I think are worth the splurge. Now look, I got to start off by making myself perfectly clear, these aren't going to be souvenirs for everyone. I said splurge, and I do mean it. Of course, everyone's budget is going to be different, so some of these might not necessarily fall into your budget, but these are all things that I think can be worth the money, not only for the right person who enjoys these type of things, but also because you can get the most use out of them. I mean, no one wants to buy a souvenir that they're going to use only when they're on vacation or, like I said, shove in a box. So let's check out some of the options that I not only think are good options for, again, the right person, but some of them I actually have, and I think they're pretty great myself. All right, let's go. Now, of all the places here at Walt Disney World, I opted to come to Disney Springs because not only do they have a great selection of Disney Parks merchandise, but they also have a lot of other places that you can go shopping too. And sometimes it's nice to get a souvenir that isn't so on the nose. You know, sometimes you want to remember the vacation, but you're not a huge fan of Mickey Mouse or the Disney villains or Disney in general. And I know some of you are wondering, if you're not a huge fan of Disney, why are you vacationing here? Because we have families. Our families like Disney. Some people want to remember the trip, but don't want to be wearing head to toe Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, there are a lot of places here at Walt Disney World where you can find some great options, whether you're a huge fan of Disney or not. We're going to focus on some Disney specific stuff today though, so just be forewarned. Of course, the obvious choice for starting our shopping adventure today is World of Disney, because this is really a one-stop shop for Disney souvenirs, so it's a great place to start today. Now, at the top of my list for souvenirs that I think are worth the splurge, we have to talk about jewelry. Now, I think that jewelry can be a great option. Not only do they have a wide variety available that's going to suit everyone a little bit differently, but it also is something that you can wear all the time. It's not one of those things that's just going to get forgotten about. Now, here at Disney Springs, there's a pretty good selection of jewelry, lots to choose from for different people, different styles, different price points. Of course, there's some costume jewelry for the little ones, and then there's some more casual everyday jewelry, and it does work its way all the way up to Pandora, which is a little bit more expensive. These are charms. They have charm bracelets as well. Now, one of the things that I absolutely love about Pandora charms, and yes, I do have a number of them. I wear them on my earrings and on necklaces. I have a bracelet too, but it's not really my favorite way to go. I like that there is such a wide variety of characters to choose from, and they have some seasonal items, so you really can get something, for example, from Halloween or Christmas, which is great. I also like that they can be a standalone item, you know, like you can wear them on a charm bracelet that you already have or on earrings or whatever, but you can go the route of having a charm bracelet and continuing to add to it, so that's a great option as well. You can also find those Pandora charms not only here at World of Disney, but they also have a standalone store as well you can go check out. And honestly, if you have someone in your party who likes to accessorize, I think it's worth a visit. All right, I know I said we were starting at World of Disney because they have such a great selection, but we're actually going to make our way over to the co-op next. For those of you who are wondering, the Marketplace co-op is just down the way from World of Disney, not far from Once Upon a Toy, Earl of Sandwich, and also that pin hut, as I always call it. It's a place where you can buy all your Disney pins and other pin-related accessories. But anyway, let's take a look around and see what else we can find. All right, next up on my list, we have housewares, home goods, things for the house that you can see, use, and have every single day in your home to remember the magic of your vacation. Yes, these things are going to be a little bit pricey, but they are super cute, and they're something that you can use, whether it's just for decor or if you're using them practically. I just love the options here at Walt Disney World. Okay, here's a great example of some stuff that can add some magic to your home, but you can also use daily. We have some measuring cups here, super cute. I actually own some pieces of this Mousewares set, and I absolutely love it. We've got some bowls with covers here. I have a Stitch set of these. They're great. We have some flatware, some cookie jars, silicone baking sheets, containers like There are a lot of options available for you and your family. Oh, check this out. Haven't seen these before. Cleaning cloths. These are like those Swedish dish towels. I love these. 14 bucks. Not too bad. Oh, sorry about that. Just saw that I had hair stuck to my head, but it's humid, you know, what are you gonna do? Now, I'm not gonna point out anything in particular, but one of the things I also really love to get as a souvenir is something that's practical. Something like a hat, something like a hoodie, a pair of socks, Crocs. It's not gonna be right for everyone, especially if you're someone who isn't gonna wear that daily, but if you will wear that, maybe around the house or when you're doing groceries, you know, you do you, wear a style that makes you feel magical 24/7, then I think that that can be a good buy. Even though it's a little bit more expensive, it's on the pricey side. I mean, 70 bucks for a pair of Crocs, I'm not spending that, but if you're gonna spend that on a pair of Crocs anyway, why not get Disney ones? Another great option is a handbag, and Disney has so many to choose from, again, available at multiple different price points. They also come in so many different styles, some a little bit more subtle, some a little bit more over the top. I do think that these are a great option, especially some of the more high-end handbags that Disney sells, because they are incredibly durable and they will last. I personally have a number of Dooney & Bourke handbags, which is one of the higher-end handbags sold here at Walt Disney World, and I put that thing through the ringer and it hasn't let me down. Of course, if a handbag is a little bit much, maybe you have a bag that you just love and there's no way you're letting it go, they also have wallets that are available. I have Dooney & Bourke wallets as well. They are fantastic. They have, again, a number of styles to choose from. They also have a number of more affordable options as well. This is very similar to that Dooney & Bourke one. This is a Loungefly. This one is gonna run you $50. Let's go check the price on that Dooney & Bourke. This one we were just looking at a second ago is $188, so definitely a difference in price there. Disney also carries Vera Bradley, which is something that isn't really my style, but they have some really cute patterns. This is the Beauty and the Beast set right here. Of course, they have a number of different styles to choose from. That might be something you would consider. There's also a standalone Vera Bradley here at Disney Springs you might want to check out if that's something that you're interested in, and there are multiple places that sell handbags, including Dooney & Bourke's. All right, back to World of Disney to round out our list and see what else we can find, and I'll tell you what, there's something that's caught my eye and I have to share it with you. Now, I already mentioned that I love practical souvenirs. I love stuff that you're gonna get a lot of use out of, and look at these. So these are socks. Socks are great. Everyone needs socks, right? Might as well have Disney socks. And why not have football Mickey socks? Aren't these the cutest thing? They are $14 each when you buy two, $16.99 when you buy one. Of course, they have some wacky options here and then some options that'll pretty much work any day. Of course, they're all appropriate for everyday wear, depending on you. But I really do love practical souvenirs, and this is just a great example of that. Another thing that I really like, and I know that this might not necessarily be a splurge depending on your perspective, but for some people it certainly will be, and that is t-shirts. Now, more often than not, they're running deals on t-shirts, $29.99 each or $25 each when you buy two, and they always have so many great options to choose from. And you know what? I just love t-shirts. I love them as something to wear not only while you're on vacation, but also something to wear when you get home, whether it's something that you wear on the daily or if it's something you're only wearing like to bed. Either way, it's a great thing to have. And check this out. Isn't that adorable? I haven't seen those before. I feel like that's new. Of course, you also have options that fit the holidays. We do have Minnie and Daisy over here as well. These are great. I might have to get a set of those, like one of each. They're super cute. Now, of course, we were just talking about t-shirts, but we could say exactly the same thing for sweatshirts. Sweatshirts are a great option. They're a great casual option that you can wear not only while you're here, but also every day. We often pick on the quality of the sweatshirts here at Walt Disney World, and you should be picky too. If you're gonna be spending the money on this, you wanna make sure that you're getting something that you think is going to last. It could be hit or miss depending on what you choose, so just make sure that you're paying close attention. Now, we found a lot of really fantastic options today, but the list doesn't stop here. There are a lot of things I actually wanted to talk to you about, but I didn't stumble into them, and unfortunately it started to rain, so we just made our way back to Lime Garage, which is where we parked today Usually I'm an orange girly, but today I was feeling a little zesty. Some other fantastic options that I definitely think are worth the splurge include artwork. There's some amazing artwork that you can purchase here at Walt Disney World, not only here in Disney Springs, but also over at some of the resorts like the Riviera. You can purchase artwork there, including some exclusive pieces that you can only get there. You can also find artwork at some of the theme parks as well, including Hollywood Studios. Those can be fantastic options, not only because artwork is great because you can hang it in your home and enjoy it 24/7, definitely making it worth the splurge, but you also have the option of buying that artwork in different forms. So you can get a print, you can get it on canvas, you can get it framed, and that makes it a little bit more affordable for those of you who might want to consider artwork but don't want to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And look, we just scratched the surface today, but there's so much more that we could have talked about, and maybe we'll point it out here when we're wandering around the theme parks and the resorts in the future. But before we wrap things up, I gotta know, what do you think is a souvenir that's worth the splurge? Let us know by dropping a comment down below, and tell us if any of the things we talked about today are on your list next time you come to Walt Disney World. But for now, I'm off. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.